This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
So, in case you're not familiar with the promo, The Rock is out here talking about how there's all these different animals that want to penetrate Vince McMahon anally. Yep, that's what we're talking about.
That's that is a TV 14 show, and that's what we were rated at that rated at that time, TV 14. So we've done away with PG, and it went to TV 14. And this is a great example of that line there. I'm sure that Brian Gortz wrote that line, and don't dismiss The Rock's creativity, because he was right there throwing things in.
And now we see the interruption here from Jericho. Don't forget, this is how Jericho debuted, interrupting The Rock. And now we're going to pick up where we left off, I guess, because now it's Jericho's time, as we know. We didn't know that then, but in hindsight, we know, boy, at the next pay-per-view, he becomes the man. Let's see what Jericho is going to say here to The Rock. And he's over with this crowd too, but maybe not quite like The Rock at this point.
Yeah, way up right. Now, Jericho, I don't think has any business, quite frankly, being out here right now. I don't think The Rock thinks he does either. And the crowd again chanting for the world's champion.
They're milking it, Conrad. They're milking the crowd.
It's funny, The Rock, that you mentioned the millions.
Yeah, millions.
Because it was the millions that have led me to a certain epiphany. Yeah, last week on SmackDown, when I beat you with your very own move.
And that happened. It did happen on Thanksgiving night.
I had a moment of clarity. And in that moment, I realized what the problem with Y2J was.
I was wondering that myself.
I realized what the biggest weakness of Y2J was.
Weakness.
And you know what it was?
I'll lose his train of thought here.
Yeah, that weakness was I cared.
Cared?
I actually cared about what the people thought about me.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. You should care. Ecoholic.
I actually cared about their opinions. When I arrived at an arena, I wasn't concerned with how am I going to win my match tonight. No, I was concerned with how am I going to entertain the people. Well, you know what? You know what? That was a lot of fun, but let's be honest. Where did that ever get me? Where did that ever get me?
He's got a point, JR.
And Lawler's full of the little one-liners tonight, isn't he?
He's back in his rhythm, right?
Yeah.
I stopped worrying about the millions and started worrying about the one that I had neglected more than any, and that one was me, Y2J. And now, as a result of that, I have become an even bigger star than I ever could have imagined. A bigger star than even these people could have imagined. I have become larger than life.
Wow, man, that's an ego. Man, this kid has changed.
And now I'm completely focused at the task at hand, The Rock. And that is beating the living hell out of you at Vengeance and becoming the undisputed champion. And further cementing my status as the new living legend of the World Wrestling Federation.
Well, you can tell, JR, he really feels it. He's pulling himself, this Jericho. He believes in himself now.
The rebuttal should be a classic.
There's no telling. I mean, she's so over.
So you want to be a living legend? Oh, you're going to be a legend, all right, Chris Jericho. Because it's at vengeance that all these people, the former Jericho-holics, are going to witness The Rock beat you. Because it's going to be at vengeance that The Rock whooped your ass, and The Rock is going to whoop your ass tonight.
Uh-oh. Who gets one, Rock?
Oh, yeah. The Rock is going to whoop your ass at vengeance. The Rock is going to whoop your ass tonight, and The Rock won't stop until he goes into vengeance, walks out undisputed champion. And since you walked out and interrupted The Rock in the first place, you straight punk bitch.
Oh, my God. These guys, these two men, what a rivalry here. This is a silly person.
This one time is for you on behalf of the millions and millions. If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Hey, folks, it's time to take your podcast game to the next level. And you certainly want to get your almighty push. My God, we have to have a push, right? We'll get that over to adfreeshows.com. Now, I'm telling you, if you're a fan of Grilling JR, adfreeshows.com has the entire episode library, and it's got no ads, 0 ads, zilch, none. Ad-free and on video starting at just $9. Did you hear what I said? $9. You spend more than that at Starbucks, for God's sakes. 2 mornings. If that's not all, folks, we've got tons of bonus content, including my after-hours roundtable, where drinking was involved with Eric and Tony. You simply will not find a better value in all of wrestling. Hey, look, don't make me go red ass, because by God, you know I will. Hurry over to adfreeshows.com right now and sign up. And I thank you.
Boy, there's a man.
He's over.
I don't know that we'll ever see another one like him. My goodness.
He's over, man. He's over.
Have you
And
seen?
you know, he's also he's not selfish. Talking about Dwayne. You know, he wanted to help make Jericho a star. And he wanted to leave the company as solid as he could in his absence.
My time. I'm waiting for the perfect moment to come back and get my revenge. And believe me, JR, I will have it. Because truth be told, I'm too big of a talent to be ignored. Too great of an athlete to be held back. And someday, I'll get my spot. Someday, I will wreak havoc.
Hey, Storm! You threw him up in the floor. There's a toilet in the back. It's not going to unclog itself.
Oh my gosh! He's a janitor at WWF New York!
Pretty fun little segment there for Lance Storm. We had a great follow-up question about Lance from Aaron. Aaron wants to know, does JR believe Lance Storm was ahead of his time? It was all about getting these bigger, larger than life personalities at the time getting over. But do you think Lance would have been able to get over in today's wrestling as a pure wrestling babyface based on his technical wrestling ability?
Absolutely. Lance Storm is a talented guy. He had a great school there for a long time there in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And I got a lot of respect for Lance. You'll never find anybody any more reliable and trustworthy and skilled than Lance Storm. So he'd get over in any era because he could work.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.